This is on an almost empty water bottle. And we are how to perform.
Yes. He is a retard, HTP Sid.
He is a bigger retard, HTP David.
Ah,
Leave your vote somewhere here, maybe in the comments. Maybe we'll make a little poll. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you don't even remember.
vote for me.
Yeah, please. So, what is this entire video about? It's our first renting video where we sit down together and we just ramble about no script, no prepared topic, nothing. We will just give you the value that comes to mind. And for our first video, we decided on a little thing. We said that it should be something that is valuable for most person and that's also available for the most person. It's nothing really deep and special, it's just a really general topic that should help pretty much everybody.
So we agreed on the topic of approaching because, well, if you think about it, water is the greatest resource we have. But you can't really fuck a bottle, so you need to fuck people.
Because please don't fuck dogs.
Yeah, or cats. Cats, there. It's not
Even
better
though
to
a cat
fuck
is
cats.
a pussy, don't fuck that pussy.
But it isn't better to fuck cats than dogs. Isn't it? Or maybe?
No, I think it's even worse.
It's
I think it's even worse. But just don't fuck animals. Don't fuck animals.
If you think about it, your entire chances to get a really nice relationship with a girl, or maybe if you're into dudes, that's fine. So with the dude of your social circle is limited because
it's just limited to your social circle. There's a microphone. I was not going to blow him. So it is limited to your social circle.
This is the point where I really think to myself, maybe we should start over again. But
no scripts, nothing.
No scripts. Okay.
Full on.
Okay. So let's get into the value. Let's dive deep once again.
So you are limited to your social circle because, let's face it, most girls you know are the friends of friends. You met them in university. They're friends of your colleagues at work, and maybe 3 or 4 of them are somewhat attractive. So you decide talking to them a bit more and you realize, their character is like really shitty.
No, that's the actual problem. Probably you won't realize that the character of those girls is really shitty because you have no reference experience. Because that's the best girls you ever met in your life. Because they're somewhat attractive. But the probability that they really are a nice fit to you is so low. It is so low. Not good, man, not good. So if you think about it, you're in the grocery store, on the street,
in the subway,
in the subway,
it doesn't
anywhere,
matter. It doesn't matter.
And you see a beautiful girl, or maybe some cool dude, or I don't know, some interesting person. The chances increase dramatically if you just go to them and say hi. Have a nice conversation with them, be assertive, be a cool person, don't be apologetic. All the little game aspects we will cover on our challenge.
Basically, be an alpha male.
Yeah, or a cool guy. And the probability that something great will happen to you increases dramatically because if you don't do it, your chances of really getting something great out of it is 0. It's not even exaggerated, it is 0.
Yeah, because you will just walk past each other and out of each other's lives.
Yeah.
So you won't know anything about that person. But before we tell you what to do and so on, we will just talk about what happens if you don't do it. Because if you don't go and create more options for you and get reference experiences, you will end up with the next best person in your social circle. And if it is not a good fit, you will have a horrible relation. It will turn into misery. The first year or maybe 2 years will be nice because it's a honeymoon phase, it's nice with everybody there, because love is so true. But if then your personalities don't fit together, damn, shit is going down. And it can be really horrible. It can even turn out that you get children together and you marry.
Like, horrible. Like get children, man.
Yeah, but dude, you get children with a fucking horrible person. Okay, she's not a horrible person, but she doesn't fit into your life, so the fit is horrible.
Yeah.
It's just real misery, and nobody should do it. And if you end up having children with her and you still hate each other, but you still thought like, how could we make our marriage better? Children.
Genius, which is of course genius. So what he just mentioned there is the theme of projection.
I wanted to mention it.
Yeah, he wanted to mention it. That's how good I know him. And yeah. Because think about it, you basically will project all your hatred, all the bad stuff on your children. Because let's say she turns out to be a real happy, crazy sister. And you think to yourself, I really want to leave her. But I can't, because now I'm morally constrained to her, because, well, I have a child together with her. And the only obstacle now is your child. So of course, some forms of hatred towards your child will be there. So
and the awful
obvious.
truth about it is that for your child, it is still better if you get your shit together and live together with that woman in most cases. So it is really terrible for everybody. Your child won't be happy even if you stay together, but if you get apart, it will be even worse for the child. You two won't be happy if you stay together because you hate each other. And even if you get your shit together, it won't be nice. So just find a girl that fits to you, man.
So again, what he mentioned there, the awful truth, that is better for a child if the child has a mother and a father, is based on evidence. So that's not our opinions, it really is based on empirical evidence.
Ask Jordan Peterson if you want to know about it.
Yeah, and he's a really tough customer to have a discussion with. So go ahead. Yes, so I think it is obvious why you need to have a great relationship with your girlfriend or your spouse or your boyfriend, if you're a girl watching it.
Or if you're gay watching it.
Yeah.
It's just a really obvious thing if you think about it, that you need to have a really good relationship with your significant other, but most people don't know what that means.
Yeah, so how it is possible, there are so many things that go into it, but the first step, and probably it is like 50% or so of a good relationship, is to choose right. Because if you don't do it, again, we exploded. It isn't unexplored territory anymore. So, okay, yeah, let's dive deep into the topic of approaching. How you actually do it.
What should I do?
And what will happen to you, and so on. So you probably heard the saying, yeah, nothing bad can happen to me. If I just go to say hi, what's the worst scenario the worst scenario that actually can happen is that she says no. But of course, it doesn't feel like it, because if it was that simple and that easy, everyone would do it, which of course isn't the case.
The factual truth about it is that she says no, or she just ignores you, but the feeling is a way deeper one. The feeling is you being rejected because you should not reproduce.
Get in your box, little beta male. So, and if you want to go in brain science a little bit, you will experience cortisol. And this is the same chemical released by your brain if you are facing a lion or a snake, or if you have a near-death experience. So it really is a bad feeling, because that is the only way your brain can tell you, get out of there, this is bad,
Run!
This is dangerous,
Run!
Fuck man, get out of there. And well, it is because if you look at it in an evolutionary sense, you maybe think, okay, this girl, if I get rejected by her, the other members of my tribe will see it or will know about it, and it dramatically reduces my social status, and that dramatically reduces my living chances, and that dramatically reduces everything. So
So if you get rejected by that girl, it reduces your chance to reproduce with any other girl, and it reduces your chance to get a job. It is projected onto literally everything if you get rejected by a girl. It's just like your entire life depends on it. Your brain is really weird if it comes to that, because we are somewhat hardwired to it, that if we get rejected by girls, we get rejected by nature, and if we get rejected by nature, we get rejected by everything and should die.
that's really bad. So what do you do about it? There is in psychoanalytic ways and behavioral psychology, there is a concept which is really, really great and really simple if you think about it. You just face your fears. Why? Because your fears probably are the things you want to improve at. Probably. Because not in every way.
You should improve at, probably. It's
yeah.
more like your biggest weaknesses. That's why you're afraid of those things. It's like, I am afraid of talking to that girl because I don't know what to say. I don't know how I should approach her, even though you know that it is a great possibility for you to improve yourself.
Yeah.
And if you face your fears directly into the eye, if you stare into the void, then you have the greatest possibility of increasing your value and becoming the greatest version of yourself. Because those are the points you should improve at most of the times as well. And in general, even though there are some aspects where you should not really care about it and it doesn't matter, if you just fit to the topic of improving everywhere where you're afraid of improving, or where you're afraid of facing the demon or whatever, you should do it. It's just a general rule of thumb that works 99% of the time.
Yeah, like again, if you're afraid of spiders, that isn't the most important thing in the world, but
it still improves your life if you are not afraid of spiders anymore.
yeah. So, like you said, a general rule of thumb. So, what do you actually do? So, most people are afraid not to really approach a person, but it's the thing after the approaching phase. It's what to say next. Because if I say to you, just go to this person and say, hi, you really seem friendly, I want to wish you a great day.
Or one thing that many people do is they ask for something. Hi, what time is it?
Yeah.
There is no problem, but then the conversation just dies down, because what are you supposed to say afterwards?
Yeah, because of course you make yourself a little bit more vulnerable, because there is the probability of rejection, because no one will reject you
if you ask for the time.
If you ask for the time.
If she rejects you, then she's the asshole, and
Yeah.
she doesn't want to stand there as an asshole.
Yeah. So the problem is really what to say next, and it is even worse than that, because most people are insecure, and I am not really talking about you, but the person you want to approach. So if you look at the street on a general day, you see very, very many arrogant faces. But the awful truth about it is they are not arrogant. They are insecure. Most of them. There are arrogant, psychopathic assholes like us, but most people are insecure. And
They just want to defend themselves.
yeah, and if you really go to them, say hi. I know this is weird. You give a statement of empathy there, but I really wanted to talk to you because insert the truth. So because you seem friendly, you seem
nice. You have beautiful eyes. I like your style. Because I also wear shoes. Because I also have a bottle of water. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just be honest. If you're not honest, most person will realize. If you're like, because you seem horrible, why would you talk to me?
yeah, but of course be smart about it. So honesty doesn't mean to be absolutely
because I want
direct.
to fuck you.
So yeah, so that probably won't work.
That's
so
not that good.
or if you're into BDSM and stuff like that, if you go to a girl and say, hi, I want to bound you in my
fella, and
yeah.
I want to hang you up with your head facing to the ground and split you apart and do really naughty things with you.
Yeah.
Some girls will think no, and the other girls will think hell no.
So it's not the best solution to say to a girl, I want to have you in my basement, and then, that's not the best solution.
Be honest, but be reasonable.
Yeah. So and again, if you just wanted to say you have beautiful eyes, that's probably not the only thing that is authentic and honest to you. So maybe she has nice clothing that fits really well to her eyes or something like that. So please do a honest compliment, of course, but do a somewhat smart compliment too. It would be better.
Nothing she has heard 1,000 times. That's
Yeah, but don't use that as an excuse. So,
yeah.
It's
If,
really
if
easy.
nothing better comes up, then still do it. But you still have like 2 seconds to think about a better thing. If nothing better comes to mind, just say the thing that came to mind first.
But now maybe you would ask something like, but I can't really say to her, hi, I'm
like
John
your
and I have a
boobs."
nose. So
What
you,
a nice compliment you gave her. I have a nose.
So it's not about the compliment, but it's about the random thing
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to say. And the easy knowledge about that is no one really remembers how he or she was approached. So if you're, I don't know, 2 days after it in bed with her, she won't think, wait a minute, how do you approach me? Your opener was really bad. So,
We'll just start a little thought experiment right here. Think about the 5 nearest friends you have, and think about how and why you met them. You won't remember.
or if you remember, you won't remember the first things they said to you.
Yeah.
Probably.
For one of my oldest friends, I remember the story actually, but it probably is not true because my entire worldview has changed and I can't remember the things properly. So even if you remember something, it probably is not true and is idealized or something. So for example, if you go to the girl and say, hi, I have a nose, and your conversation afterwards is super nice and you end up in a relationship with her, she will idealize it to something like you came on a horse with the roses and you laid the entire world down on her feet, even though she wouldn't want that. So, but she will still idealize it.
Yeah. And I think by now it is really, really clear why you need to approach a person that's interesting to you, why it is perfectly reasonable to be afraid of it. So it's not just some pussying out of you. It is really backed up by brain chemistry. But nevertheless, it is super important and brave to face your fear. And again, your
entire life can
your
improve.
transformation is there to the better. So your potential, if you wish. And I don't know how long the video is by now, but probably we should stop and do it on another day on his channel.
I think the first video should be uploaded on both channels. Then after that, every video with an even number will be on his channel and with an odd number on my channel. So this video is on both channels, the next video will be only on his, and one after that only on mine.
Okay, let's do it like that. So then in the next video we will cover how to actually approach and what to actually say. So it will be much more practical and you will know how to actually do it. And hey, if you liked it till this point, then please leave a like, subscribe to our channels, and
don't forget to vote.
Don't forget to vote. So, love you guys.
See you in the next video.
Maybe we don't love you. Depends.
Well, I love my water bottle.
Oh shit. So you see, he really needs a girlfriend. No. Okay. Till then. Bye.